the change, whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top, I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins.
My name is Abida Alam. My major is mechanical engineering and I'm a senior. I'm the recipient of the Humanitarian Award. So BEAM stands for Buffalo Engineering Awareness for Minorities, and basically what I'm doing is working with underprivileged and impoverished inner city children in the Buffalo area to give them a different idea on what STEM is. So for the high schoolers, we utilize Lego Mindstorm to engage them in robotics and just to engage them in ways where they can understand engineering concepts and scientific concepts that they can apply in their everyday lives. So it doesn't make it seem like engineering is too hard for them and it's something that they can't reach. So for OSTEM, OSTEM stands for Out in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. So we're basically fostering an inclusive community of LGBTQIA students in the STEM fields. Regardless of your background or your previous experiences, we try to develop you professionally to get you ready for the real world, really. I would say OSTEM is a great on-campus resource for anyone, since we're an inclusive community, just to get involved, just to get your feet wet in engineering, leadership, professional development, and even industry experiences. I feel like MAE has given me so many opportunities just because of my involvements, let's say in BEAM and OSTEM. It's given me a lot of opportunities to develop myself. So I definitely feel like MAE has contributed to my confidence as just an engineer and just an individual in general.
I'm Michael Kleinfelder. I am in the mechanical engineering program and I'm also doing my MBA. I'm this year's recipient of the Young Professional Award. So I started at Moog in 2016. I've been working there ever since in the Space and Defense Group. And I was able to work with the MML team to investigate a ball screw failure where we're having too high of a current draw. I was able to actually do the measurements and able to kind of get all that data together and present it to the team. From that, we actually were able to make design changes, and I was actually able to go into the machine shop and redo some parts and then go back and test to see if we could fix a problem. With that, I was able to actually go to the ball screw supplier, and I was able to do the run-up measurements that I've been doing at Moog on the parts that they had yet to send us to see, how can we help move production along, which parts should we use now so we can actually get the actuators built. During that time, the program manager and product engineer were out for a couple weeks. I was able to step in and actually do the production meetings in the mornings to say, what are we doing for the day? Do we have any problems with assembly, test, any sort of issues, and just plan out where we need to be and keep everyone on schedule. During my sophomore year, I was actually involved in an engineering intramural where I was on a team working with Xylem, who's a local company, to be able to bring that into my professional experience at Moog, to be able to work at a team and do the stand-up meetings and be able to professionally present something to engineers or a customer. So after graduating in 2019, I plan on continuing my professional experience in the aerospace and defense industries. My time at Moog, my professional experience at Moog has really solidified my interest in that area. So I plan on taking what I've learned and taking that into my future industry experience.
My name is Samiha Islam. I am a senior in mechanical engineering. I am this year's recipient of the Leadership Award. So my leadership experiences have started ever since I entered UB. Within my first year, I was part of a club called Bangladeshi Student Association. I was the public relations and cultural chair. I transitioned into Theta Tau, that is a co-ed professional engineering fraternity. So I decided to run for Scribe. Scribe is basically the secretary position of an e-board, but in Theta Tau, Scribe is so much more. Simultaneously, I was also head of alumni relations. I took upon the role of corresponding secretary, and corresponding secretary was more than I imagined. It definitely helped me go into my next position, which is currently OSTEM. I started out as the fundraising head and the event planner, and then I transitioned into being the president of OSTEM. It's a group of people who just want to help you out and foster all the LGBTQ plus members in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics field. And it's just an amazing safe zone where we can all just be nerdy together and do our projects together, and it just feels so friendly and just nice, and that's what attracted me. And I feel like UB's just consistently fostering like environments where we can create a relationship and just do some heavy core like engineering together.
My name is Fateh Borhani, and I'm a junior aerospace engineering major. I am the recipient of the Undergraduate Research Award. So my research experience has started in the second semester of my freshman year, where I started working in Intelligent Dynamic Energy and Systems Lab with Dr. Karami, where we were working on creating morphing aircraft with a new technology in order to increase the flight efficiency. That project and my connection with Dr. Karami helped me with finding another research project on energy harvesting and how to create electrical energy from ocean waves. And currently I'm working with Dr. Chryssidis and Dr. Dantu, and our goal is to create satellite formation flight algorithms which can work without the GPS. We're basically trying to have a group of satellites or robots work together and know how they're oriented with respect to each other without using the GPS, which increases the system security for space and defense satellites. UB certainly contributed a lot to my success by offering so many different research opportunities. I found my first research project on CURCA, the Center for Undergraduate Research and Creative Activities website, and the professors that I approached were very friendly and willing to take in a lot of undergrads. I'm planning on obtaining my PhD in aerospace engineering, focusing on system dynamics, controls, and autonomy of space vehicles. I was an undergraduate TA, and through that I also realized that I like teaching as much as research, and so my future goal is to hopefully becoming a professor one day.
My name is Dan Buckmaster. I'm a senior in mechanical and aerospace engineering. I'm the recipient of this year's MAE Chair Award. So in the spring semester of my freshman year, I applied for a CURCA grant. We won that grant, and I then began working in Dr. Karami's Ideas Lab, where my research was focused on smart materials and how those could be integrated into aircraft. After my sophomore year, I had an internship at Moog. I was there for about a year and a half as a product engineer, and I worked on a couple different projects such as the Boeing 787 flight actuation, the A350 hydraulic system. I ended up working with a company called 3AM Innovations, who makes a firefighter location device. And that's where I got a lot of my skills as they relate to startups and the different engineering approach when you're building a product from scratch instead of modifying one that already exists. So I decided to start my own consulting firm, Aurora Solutions. And I've been able to slowly build a clientele with different companies in the area, both industry such as Praxair and startup companies like Encore Golf. The Western New York Prosperity Fellowship that I received is really what was the catalyst behind me starting my own business. With the type of work I do, it's really reliant on my network and meeting new clients, establishing a reputation. And the fellowship gave me access to downtown Buffalo and a whole bunch of events that taught me soft skills to really build my network. So I volunteered for the Westminster Charter School experience to give back to the community that I've been building a network in. And I wanted to try to use the teaching experiences that I gained as a TA to help the students from Westminster Charter School get a little bit more engaged in STEM and take it away from the math is hard thought and bring it into the I can do really cool things with math and with science. After graduation, I plan on really focusing on the growth of my company. It's my dream to grow my company into something sustainable beyond myself. So I'm looking at becoming a startup New York company that will facilitate my growth and me hiring employees, bringing on a team, and becoming a business where startup companies and experienced industry companies can come to me for product development, services, and testing, and anything that they need, really.
Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to